Once you've finished your etch lamp, you can now set it so that you can take it out of Onshape, move it into Adobe Illustrator to prepare it for laser cutting. So that's what we're going to do for this particular video, is going to take it out of Onshape and put it into Illustrator. There's a fairly simple way of doing that in Onshape. I'm going to right click, I'm going to move or hover my mouse over the panel, making sure nothing's selected. So I'm going to click over here just to make sure nothing is selected. I'm going to hover over the panel now. I'm going to right click and it's going to bring up this menu. I'm going to choose export as DXF, DWG, and I'm going to go and save it as a DXF format. So make sure it is in DXF, not DWG. And I'm going to hit export. That's going to download that file to my downloads. So you can see it there, it's gone to the downloads. So now I'm going to then click over here somewhere so it's not selected anymore. That's my Etch panel. I'm going to turn it off in the view, so I'm going to hide it so that it doesn't get in my way. I'm going to repeat the process, right click, export as DXF, and hit export, and then turn it off. And I'm going to keep going until that is done. I'm now working on my last one, so I'm going to export it. And before I turn that off, I'm not going to turn that off, I'm going to turn everything else back on so that when I come back in, it's all going to be there so that I don't lose anything or can't locate anything. But that's all I need to do in Onshape. I can now move across to Adobe Illustrator, but you'll notice that in my downloads folder, I have a whole bunch of things that I've downloaded, and they're in no particular order. In fact, they're in reverse order there. But let's actually now go into Adobe Illustrator and we'll set up our document. So we're now going to go into Adobe Illustrator and we're going to create a new file using the new file button. We're going to create a custom file, and it is going to be 250 millimeters by 250 millimeters, making sure it is in millimeters, so check millimeters down there, and making sure it's in RGB color, not CMYK. We're going to call this our lamp base. We're not going to do our diffuser in this one or the etch panel. We're going to do the etch panel or diffuser in a different document because it's a different cut that we're doing for that. So I'm going to hit create, and that will create a nice square 250 millimeter by 250 millimeter workspace for us to create our lamp. We're then going to go file and we're going to go place. We're going to go into our downloads folder and we're going to select everything except for the etch panel. So I've got them all in a nice order there. So I'm going to select them like this. I'm going to show import options before I do this, and I'm going to hit place. Now for each one of these, I'm going to make sure original size is checked, not scale to artboard size. And we can go OK, and OK, 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 and OK. I'm now going to place these. So I'm going to click to put them down somewhere, and it doesn't really matter, I can move them around later, but I'm trying to keep all these similar sized panels in a straight line over this side, like so. And then I've got this big square panel, I might put that over there, and I'm going to put this one over here like so. So making sure that they're all on that white space, that will work for me. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write my initials just so I know that that part is mine. So I'm going to use TIC as my initials. I'm going to select that TIC though, Control Z, select all of it, and I'm going to change the size to, move it away, there it is there. I'm going to change that size down to 10 points just so that it's really small. Now I'm going to press Control C and Control V. No, sorry, I'm going to click on it. Now it's highlighted blue. I'm going to press Control C or Control V, Command on the Mac. I'm going to move this to a discrete location where people won't see it. So right there for that one. Control C, Control V. I shouldn't actually need to do that. Doesn't matter where I put it on this panel because nobody's seeing this panel, but I'm going to put it in the same spot. Control V. This one here can go up in one of the joins like that, like so. and Control V. That one can go anywhere because nobody's really going to see it. Move it around, so, and put that one up in there. Going to get rid of this one down here because I don't need it anymore. Delete. I might exactly want to put, for example, my full name on it where people can see it. So I can say made by Tim Clark, and I can press escape to select that text. I can up it a bit because this is going to etch nicely. And that's the switch side. This is the not switch side. Might change that to a font that I like. Let's choose Open Dyslexic. Okay, there we go. And that's going to go there like that. So there is my Made by Tim Clark label on it, or you could put any sort of label on it. You can put text or pictures or images there, and that will etch in there as well. The final thing we're going to do is we're going to select one of the lines. So I'm going to select this one up here, and then I'm going to go to select. I'm going to select same, and I'm going to select same stroke color. That's going to select all of those things that I placed in, and I'm going to change their stroke size to 0.04 mm for 0.04 millimeters, and they're now going to be really fine and hard to see, but that will cut. So everything that's 0.04 millimeters will cut, and everything that is not 0.04 millimeters will etch. So that is what I've got done. I'm now going to save this. So I'm going to go File, Save As, and I'm going to save it on my computer. And I'm just going to save mine in desktop, in downloads, but you should save yours somewhere. It's going to be called Lamp Base. I'm going to put my name on it, so TIC Lamp Base, and I'm going to save that. And that is the file that you need to submit for laser cutting. Alternatively, you can take it across to the USB, take that onto the laser cutter and set it up yourself following the instructions. However, the most efficient way of doing this is for us to actually cut a whole bunch at the same time. So only will be cut if you've got your name on each part like that, or your initials on each part like that. But that's basically what you need to do to get your lamp base cut, and so that you can assemble it